What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kat. This is my channel, and today I have an 8-month VSG update. So I cannot believe it's June 1st when I'm filming this and you guys are seeing it the next day. I cannot believe how far I've come, and I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm really excited. So I did put a little bit of makeup on for you guys today, and I did want to tell you about this beautiful lip oil that I'm wearing. You guys know I'm trying a whole bunch of new products now that my skin and everything is changing. That's part of this journey. So Clarins was kind enough to send me their lip comfort oil that I am wearing today in the shade Honey. You guys know I love Clarins. They have worked with me in the past. They always send me their products complimentary in exchange for a review for you guys. I don't make a penny off of this. I just give you my honest feedback, and you know I love my Clarins products. I do think they are a little bit overpriced, but you do get what you pay for with this. So I have super dry skin overnight, and that includes my lips. So I wanted to try this product to see if it would be a good overnight lip moisturizing kind of product, and it is incredible. It is wonderful. It has a mix of 3 different aromatic oils in it, including jojoba, which is really good for moisturizing. I love this stuff. I got it in the honey color, but they have quite a few other colors. It runs $26, and I would highly recommend it. Link is down below. Thank you to Clarins for letting me try this beautiful, beautiful product. Not to mention the packaging is super bougie with its little gold situation, and it's heavy. And can we just take a quick second and talk about the applicator? It is so fluffy. I love it. Okay. On to the weight loss related topics. So in the months of April and May, I think my last video was on like March and I didn't talk about April, but I have hit another plateau, as you can see by the title of the video, and that's just what's gonna happen. So I have hit a plateau, and like in the last 3 weeks until this morning, I had only lost 0.4 pounds in 3 weeks, and that was really discouraging. But I wasn't tracking what I was eating, and I wasn't working out. So this week, the last week of May, I began the Whitney Simmons Alive Beginner Program. It's an app, not sponsored, probably doesn't even know I'm alive. But I actually really like it so far. So I've only done 1 week, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I will let you know at the end of June when I do my July video to talk about June, math, timing, you know what I mean. When I do the next update, hopefully I will have continued this because I did cancel my Orange Theory membership. So if you want a video on Orange Theory and my experience there, let me know. It was both positive and negative, but I mean, every situation has pros and cons. So, but let me know in the comments if you want more information on Orange Theory and the hype, which is crazy. So my husband still goes and he really, really loves it, but I could not get myself to drive over there because it used to be pretty close to where our apartment was, and it's quite a bit further away. Obviously, my husband has no trouble getting over there, but for me, who's a homebody, I just could not get myself to go over there, especially with the pandemic and everything, and they just lifted their mask mandate. The last thing I want to do is run on a treadmill with a mask on. So they just lifted that, and they called me and they were like, we have to unfreeze your account now, and if you don't unfreeze, we're going to charge you. So I decided to drop it, and I had been doing some of Whitney Simmons' workouts on her Instagram. She posts workouts to her Instagram that like kind of coincide with the app. It's kind of like a free trial almost of the app, and then you can try things, see if you like it, and then you can go to the app and pay for the app, and it's only $15 a month, whereas what I was spending on Orange Theory was $140 a month. So that was fun. Glad we're not doing that anymore. They of course froze everybody's memberships during the pandemic when we couldn't do it, so I haven't paid that in a long time. But the idea of paying that was just ridiculous. So I'm now at $15 a month doing Whitney Simmons. I did the first week. I really liked it. I did have to order a couple of things, a couple of equipment pieces. I got a stability ball and resistance bands, and those are on their way to me. I think they're coming tomorrow or today, somewhere in there. I don't know, they're Amazon Prime. But I will let you know. If you want suggestions for workout gear or workout gear that I like, let me know that also. And I would be happy to share what exercise equipment I use. or walk you through a routine that I do, or like what a week looks like for workouts, just let me know. And so I added workouts in at the end of the month, and then I was able to drop another pound. So really my loss for May was like 1.5 pounds. I have not seen any changes in my measurements. I lost maybe 1/2 inch off my waist, and so I just didn't, like, I always check my waist. That's my one place that seems to change the fastest, or has been. So if I haven't lost a significant amount off of that area, I don't even mess with the rest. My arms, my upper arms are still really large, and I'm worried about loose skin on my arms. So that was part of the other reason why I wanted to start working out, was adding weightlifting in to see if I can at least tone some of it. I know there's still fat in there, so hopefully I can get rid of the fat and maybe tone it a little bit, but I think I'm gonna have loose skin on my arms, which is really disappointing. My arms have always been something that I've been uncomfortable with, but I am even more self-conscious of it now. So, and if you're wondering, this top is one that I picked up from Farm Rio in my Hilton Head haul. I love this top. It's so cute. It's got its little dangly doos. It was expensive, but I love this top. Speaking of new things, I did also get a new scale, which I will leave down below. Now, the scale is not everything, and I need to stop being so focused on like the fact that the scale is not changing. But because of that, I bought this specific scale, and it's one of those ones that has a bunch of different measurements. Of course, none of these can be 100% accurate. The only way to be totally accurate with all of these different numbers is to like go to the doctor and get a blood draw. So I got a scale that measures like bone density and muscle mass and water retention and all of these things, and it tells you your metabolic age, which it says is 36 right now, and that's really not okay with me. We're working on it. We're working on it. But I got that scale in hopes that if I saw a gain or if I saw a plateau like this, then I would be able to see, okay, well, I'm not gaining or losing, or I am, but my muscle mass is changing, or maybe I was retaining a lot of water that day. I just wanted more information. So it has been helpful through the plateau just to show me that like all my levels are still good, whether it's 1,000% accurate or not. But I will leave the scale linked down below. It's like the #1 scale on Amazon. I did quite a bit of digging on Amazon before I ended up picking like Amazon's Choice or whatever, but it wasn't even expensive. It was like $26, I think. So highly recommend that, and it links to your phone through an app, which is spectacular. So I got that, and then of course I cut my hair last month. Cut 4 inches off my hair. I have a whole video on my hair loss journey coming. That should be up sooner rather than later. I had to do it, you guys. Everything was looking so stringy and gross because I have lost enough hair that like the ends of my hair were really fine and looking real straggly. So I went ahead and did that. I miss my long hair. I do not like it this length. You guys have been so wonderful in telling me how pretty it is. And some people are even like, oh my God, that haircut was made for you. And like, I really appreciate it, but I really miss my long hair. For reference, I haven't cut my hair since 10th grade. I'm 29. So, I mean, I've had like trims and stuff, but I haven't cut a significant amount off of my hair in a long time. So that was kind of a culture shock to me, or I guess, I don't know if it's a culture shock, but it was a shock. So it was just a weird couple of months. I did have my 29th birthday on May 22nd, and I had a number I wanted to hit, and I'm still 3 pounds away from that. So I've set a new goal for June, and we're gonna see how close we can get to that, keeping in mind that lots of things change, and as long as like my muscle mass is going up, I'm okay with maybe the scale not saying what I want it to say, not like overall number wise. So it's, I mean, it's all a mental game. I've also started tracking all of my food again. I kind of let go of that in May. I think the plateau had to do with the fact that I wasn't tracking everything that I was eating. And I know that tracking everything you're eating is not sustainable, and I don't particularly think it's healthy to track every morsel that goes into your body. I think it can become obsessive, and that is my concern, because some people that have this surgery do end up with a reverse eating disorder. So of course, most of us that get this surgery have an overeating disorder, and then they end up with a reverse eating disorder like anorexia, and they're counting their calories obsessively. And I noticed that I was freaking out when I would eat more than 800 calories a day. So I'm trying to readjust this. So much of this journey is mental, and you really need to understand that you might have a good month and you might have a bad month, but you have to keep going and you have to continue adjusting. So for right now, this point in my journey, I need to be tracking because obviously I have not switched things in my brain enough to warrant just not paying attention at all. So I think I was a little bit carb heavy in the month of May, and I wasn't working out at all. So we're making some alterations. We're going back. I'm trying to keep things around 1,000 calories. And I did use one of those resting calorie calculators to figure out how many calories I burn just by existing. And it looks like it's about 1,800. So the goal when you try to lose weight in general is to eat less calories than you burn on a regular basis, right? You have to have a caloric deficit somewhere. So if I'm eating 1,000 calories and burning roughly 200 to 300 in my workout, that is still significantly less than the 1,800 I'm roughly burning just by existing. So I'm trying to relax. My whole journey has been slower than a lot of other people. So I need to just stop comparing myself to other people and continue on my own journey. I was really hoping to hit my goal weight by September 1st, my 1-year anniversary of the surgery. God, it breaks my heart, but I really don't think it's possible. I think I could possibly hit my goal weight of 110 pounds down. It's 6 months to lose 40 pounds. I think I can do that. It's just, I need to really make some mental changes, and those are more important to me than watching the number on the scale fall. It is disappointing to not see the scale fall as much. It is much more important to me to get my mental health situated, because I did this surgery not for an easy fix. I did it so that I could make a change in my life that I can sustain through the rest of my life. I think that's where a lot of people fail with this surgery, or people fail to understand why other people do the surgery. I think lots of people think, okay, they cut most of their stomach out, they lose a bunch of weight, cool, they're just gonna gain it back because they never changed anything. I don't wanna be that person. I know those people, and I don't wanna be that person. I need to make a change, and May has shown me that I'm not ready to just figure it out intuitively. I'm not an intuitive eater yet. So we're back to tracking. We're on Whitney Simmons. I'm very hopeful for the month of June. I'm really excited for our Florida trip in the middle of / end of July. There will be lots of haul videos coming up for the shopping for that trip. I'm so excited to share that with you. I also have the hair loss journey coming up. I have a fun random garden with me video coming up, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Become a Warrior Crew member. We are growing so much right now. I'm so happy to have all of you. Everybody that's new, welcome. Everybody that's been here for a hot minute, I love you guys. You have stuck with me through the last 6 years, and I cannot believe it. But thank you again to Clarence for sending me your beautiful product. Link again is in the description below. That is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, Warrior Crew. Bye.